Shout out to MC for believing in the vision.
That's my homie.
He took me in and joined me on this crazy mission.
Yeah.
So now it's up to me to make the execution. You can never box me in, I'm more than Afrofusion. I can switch it up and bring it back, all without confusion. Don't get too comfortable, you're gonna need a cushion.
You're welcome to MC Paul. I appreciate you for watching, and those who are, following, all those who follow up our audio. Thank you. So this is our third episode. Again, I'm still with my homie here, the second. So what's up, bro?
Amazing, man.
How's life in Kigali, man? Yeah, your house, Kigali, man.
Kigali
Place, new everything.
Kigali is not that bad, man. It's
Mhm.
just need to adjust to the life here, but it's so far not that bad.
Right.
Yeah.
So, how's life now? Are you coping up with life? Are you learning the language? What's going on?
Yeah, man. Like I try to learn like a word at least every few days.
Mhm.
So now like the good thing is there's people that speak Swahili here as well. So
Yeah.
at least I can communicate with people in Swahili if they don't speak English sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say that learning a language you need to get a go. So because communication with Rwanda, communication becomes much easier than the way you can communicate with a dude or something like that.
Yeah, I mean that
So-
also helps, yeah.
So have you got some stories that you know what I'm saying, that you're patching around?
Well, not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, but I'm sure with time eventually, I'll find someone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was someone like the chick I told you about,
Right.
I traveled with.
Right.
Yeah, she also, her Kinyarwanda is not that good,
Mm-hmm.
but she can also help me out. Eventually.
So how did you see stories here?
They're good.
Like,
It's just they look good actually,
mm-hmm.
but they're unattractive. And what I mean by that is like they lack ambition, man. Like for me, when a woman looks, no matter how good she looks, like if she doesn't have ambition, she doesn't have goals for herself, like it makes her unattractive immediately.
Makes
Like I don't want a woman that expects everything to be done for her,
Yeah.
That shit is not attractive at all for me. Like I need a woman that has goals,
Mm-hmm.
wants good things for herself, doesn't expect them to be given to her, she'll go out there and chase them herself. So that's the difference I can see. Like the women here are very lazy, man, for the most part. Anyway, I'm yet to meet like maybe the legit ones, but so far like the ones I've met so far, like they're unattractive in that way. They just look good, but they're not attractive.
Yeah, physically they look good,
Yeah.
but when it comes to other things, they're like,
Yeah.
Wow. So you think Nairobi chicks are real good and
Yeah, like girls in Nairobi are very they're very ambitious. They have goals. They go out there every day. They want to chase something. They don't expect things to be given to them.
right.
And I think like the way you told me about like how the government favors women, I think that played also a part into them being lazy and unambitious in that way. Because now they have this thing that now we're the boss. We can just sit back and like the way you told me, like she can enter a marriage with zero, but already automatically she owns like 50%. I feel that affects their mindset.
Because most stories they think like when we get a dude, it's just harvesting from a dude, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's the only problem that we're facing. It's the biggest challenge that we're facing here, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, as we had moved on, there's some that I want us to talk about, there's some question I wanted to ask you, you know what I'm saying, as we continue moving. So to your understanding, if someone asks you, how do you understand by the word friendship to you?
Man, friendship is a word I don't take lightly nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the older I get, the less friends I have in my life.
Right.
Because now it's like there's more people that I know or used to know or that I'm cool with,
right,
as compared to people that I consider friends in my life. Like the people I consider friends, I can count with my fingers. So there's only few of them that I consider actual friends. For others, it's like people that maybe I'm cool with, but our relationship only goes to a certain extent. Like I know there's certain things they wouldn't do for me. They wouldn't go as far as like now, for example, like what you did for me. Like you're a true friend,
right?
Like you took me in, you didn't expect anything. You're like, you know what? I want to join you on this mission that you have. I'm ready to support you. You know, you can come, you can crash at my place. I have a bed for you. I can help you on this journey, you know. Very few people can do that.
I feel you,
It's
bro.
only friends that can do that for you. So I appreciate actually what you did for me. So
no, bro, you know, at the end of the day, if I can do that for you, you can do that same thing to me. You know what I'm saying? This life is all about rotating. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Today it may be me, but tomorrow it may be you. You know what I'm saying? So that's me. If you ask me the word friendship, to me, it's the same thing the way you said.
Yeah.
There are some people who use friendship too.
Yeah.
There are some that it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just, what up? Oh, how you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to me, and the way you said it, people use the word friendship in a different, I don't think that people use the word friendship in the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you find stories, bestie or what, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day,
they'll stab you in the back.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because to understand the word friendship is someone who can go more than a mile for you.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, people, they don't, the same thing, the people, they don't understand the word sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Someone it does wrong to you, say, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But that 5-letter word means a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you tell me sorry 5 times, it has lost meaning.
Yeah.
Repeating the same thing.
Yeah.
So, since you started like moving from home, you know, even since you're a kid, you grow up, you moved from your parents' crib, you started your own life. What like, when did you realize that, you know what, this is the kind of people I should roll up with? What lesson did you learn from people, so that to the point where you say, now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is the kind of friends I should have, and these are motherfuckers that I need to take out of my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What lesson did, because I think you learned it from people that you saw friends to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So what point did you reach? You say, no, you know what I mean? Next time to realize this motherfucker rolls with me, or this motherfucker doesn't. He's just a nigga who's sugarcoating me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what made you think that this is the kind of people I should need in my life?
Yeah. Now, like, for example, when I had to leave home and like go hustle in Nairobi, like, it's like I had hit rock bottom, man.
Yeah.
Yo, I was so desperate, man. I was hitting up people like, yo, what's up? I'm in this situation. Can you help me out? What? People would leave me on red. People I thought were my friends, you know, people that we used to kick it with, they would see your message, they leave you on red. People would ignore, some even would block me, man.
What?
Just because I asked for help. Some, we don't even talk anymore just because of that. I would tell them my problem, they block me. Some would give me like a lame excuse. Man, I just used the money for this, but try again, maybe what, you know, because sometimes you can see it's a lame excuse, man.
Right.
You can see someone that's willing to help you and someone that gives you a lame excuse. Luckily, I got to find someone that was a true friend, and he actually asked me to come and talk to him, you know, like just the way like you'd called me and we talked. So he asked me to come and we talked, you know, I explained to him my situation, and he helped me the best way he could, you know, like he had some opportunities, and he helped me, he connected me to some people. So now, like, I started to see like, this guy is genuine. So now, like, for me, when I see someone is willing to, you know, take a chance on me, like, they don't expect anything in return. They just, they have the resources I need and they give them to me. That's a true friend for me. Like, not these people that will just like, man, I'm sorry, what? Like, they give you lame excuses,
like, fucked up excuses.
Some people, we don't even talk anymore just because of my situation. And then when they saw like I started to get back on my feet, they started to hit me back again.
Yeah, that's how people are. You know,
now those people, like, I try to avoid those people in my life, man. Now at least I have enough, like, I can be rational enough to like see the real ones, to separate them from the fake ones.
Right.
Depending on how they react to what I tell them.
So do you think that friendship is all about that getting from one side? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, as you say that you needed, there's time you needed help.
Yeah. And
these people could talk you out, or niggas could block you. Yeah. But do you think friendship is all about like harvesting from the other person, on the person who wants you to help?
No, that's why I only use that as reference for, you know, the saying, a friend in need is a friend indeed.
Right.
you know, like there's people you'll be cool with them all the time, you know, like they wanna hang out, they wanna go to the club, drink, what but then when it comes to like when you need them, you have an actual problem and you need them, they forget you. They like they don't reply.
On some serious occasion that you need them, they're not there for you.
Like they ignore you. Like you're not supposed to ignore. If you're a real friend, at least you tell them, I feel you, but my situation is this, but I can help you in this way. You know, I can connect you to someone else.
Right.
You know? If they have the resources, I can do this for you. It doesn't have to be even money. They can just, if they have someone that maybe needs, like has work, they can give you, they can connect you to that person. So like,
but even talking when, you know, sometimes when you're going through a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? When you're going through a lot, even I may not need your money, I may not need your connection, but I need someone to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Because people will go through a lot. That's why I find people are dying and people are good at writing rest in peace.
Yeah.
But that moment I needed you to talk to you, you weren't there. The so-called friends, you know what I'm saying?
Unfortunately, I've also like I've met some people where like they ended up committing suicide, and then like you see people posting on Instagram that, oh, I wish I had replied, you know, I wish I had listened more. You know, people tend to like ignore other people. Sometimes the person just wants to be heard, you know?
Exactly.
They just want to like talk their shit, someone to listen to them, you know, like tell them, you know, I can relate, or you know, there's someone else that I know that went through this. Just know if you need to talk. Actually, there's someone I consider a friend. There's a time I was going through a hard time in Nairobi, and he called me. Actually, he's like, you know what? Just talk to people, man. Talk to people. Like, we're here for you. Just
for real.
Don't keep that shit to yourself. Make sure like you tell someone about that shit. Like, don't bottle that stuff in, because you know we have this thing of like, men don't cry, you know, so you're supposed to be a hard guy, supposed to bottle your feelings,
absolutely.
But you're supposed to talk about this shit. That's why for me, like, I thank God for the music, because the music is how like I express myself best. You know, like I talk about all my shit in the music. It's like every time I make a song, I feel like a burden has been lifted off of my chest. You know, like instead of like but sometimes I feel like I don't have anyone to talk to about my problems. So when I make a song, I feel like I've talked to someone, because someone else will listen to that song and be like, I remember when I was going through this, or I can relate to this. So yeah.
So like you know, sometimes we face through challenges, and we find that if we tell to our friends, the so-called friends, they will, you know what I'm saying, sometimes we get scared to tell our friends, even your parents, because of what they will tell other people. You know what I'm saying? So do you think if a real friend, do you think like, could you feel free, like, you know, if like say that Moses or someone or your friend, could you feel free to tell your, you know, that hard friend of yours that you know what, man, bro, I'm really going through a lot, I need this, I need, like, could you feel like trusting that person, that even if you tell that person all your problems and all your bullshit that you're going through, could you feel like much safer than, you know, so, because there's some that you really feel like I should tell my friend instead of telling my family, you know what I'm saying? So to you understanding, who could you prefer tell, your best friend or your family?
So for me, like the people that I would tell are the people that I've, like, you know, been with, I've spent like real time with, you know, not just like drinking and having a good time. People that I've sat down with and, you know, had like a real conversation with, and I feel like they hear me. You know, not people you just talk to on Instagram. Or
you know, even on fucking WhatsApp. Exactly. And
then see what this guy is saying. You know? So that's why I'm even like off of Instagram for now. You know, like
I watch that shit on X.
I'm hardly on social media nowadays. Like I don't trust people on social media. It's those people that friends on social media. Like even if you check my Facebook, like I used to have 1,000 something friends. I unfriended like 900 of them. Now if you check my Facebook, it's like 70 people.
Wow.
It's the only people that now I know these people I actually fuck with for real. Not just like internet buddies, you know? No people that you'll tell them something and then they take a screenshot and then send it to someone else.
Bro.
So for me, it's like, it's people that I feel like they've been there for me. They've listened to me at some point. When it's like very personal for me, then I can tell maybe like my mother, because my mother is like someone I feel like I can tell anything.
Right.
But when it comes to other things, like as far as like my personal goals, you know, like my music, I don't even tell my parents about that because they don't support my goals. So for me, it doesn't even matter if we are blood related, as long as they don't support my goals. I'm not telling them that.
I feel you. Yeah, because
I love them, but I can see they don't believe in my vision.
Yeah, so, anyone who doesn't believe in your vision, no matter how much you tell that person your vision, he'll always bring the negativity. Yeah, and that negativity will always eat you up.
Yeah, like I remember when I would try to tell my parents, try to tell my dad, you know, you would see him be like, "Why don't you, you know, be like these people? Go to Canada, go to like America, Europe, and work, find a real job." You know, and that shit would just clearly show he doesn't believe I can actually make it with the music. That's why I no longer tell them like anything to do with my music. I keep that side to myself. So yeah.
So there are these friends that needs you for benefit.
Yeah.
When you have, they're there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you don't have, you can't see them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how do you term that kind of friendship to you? How do you understand it? A friend is there when you have, but when when you got nothing, they're not there.
That's not a real friend.
Do you think that's a real friend or an asshole?
That's a fake friend. There's this song actually by Apas called Wakwagala Olina.
Wakwagala Olina, them coulda never love you, no. Wakwagala Olawa, them coulda never love we, oh. The winner, Bagaloli, the winner.
Which means they want you when you have something going for yourself. So now they see that you're struggling, they don't want anything to do with you. But once they see you're popping now, that's my friend.
That's my dog.
Yeah, I used to sit with him in high school, same desk, we shared that's my best friend,
Yo.
That's my kuzo. They'll even call you kuzo.
Even you don't know the motherfucker. Some nigga even you back in high school or in primary.
Bruh, that's why for me, like, actually, I respect the ones where, like, when they see you doing good, they won't try to tie themselves on you. Instead, they'll just congratulate you.
Absolutely.
Be like, I see what you're doing, man. Keep pushing. Congratulations. I respect those ones more than the ones that will be like, that's my, you know, the ones that will tie themselves on you and all that shit.
So, do you believe in a relationship?
Yeah.
You feel like relationship is real? Because sometimes people say relationship is not some bullshit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like it depends on the person also.
So it's the same thing. Do you believe in love?
Yeah. I feel
okay, if you do, to you, I'm sorry to tap you on, but it's the same question. If you do believe, to you, what's the meaning of, what does the word love means to you?
For me, love is like unconditional, like true love, that is. It's unconditional. Like someone, for example, if you're in a relationship with someone, they're not gonna be with you just because you're in a certain position. They're gonna understand whatever you're going through. They're gonna try to help the best way they can. You know, they're gonna be there for you emotionally when you need them, when you need to, like, you know, vent, when you need to talk your shit. They're gonna listen. You know, they're also gonna call you out on if you're being an asshole.
Right.
They're gonna tell you this is not good for you, you know, try this, or why don't you do it like this instead of like this.
Right.
They're gonna reason with you. And I feel like that's very hard nowadays. Like, people only want, I feel like they come with conditions.
Well, absolutely.
Most relationships.
Yeah.
If you can't be able to, like, you know, take them to like a dope place,
places like restaurants, buy them nice gadgets, iPhone shit, you know what I'm saying?
They don't want to talk to you if you can't do those things for them.
Do you think that a relationship is 50-50? It should be 50-50, sorry?
Yeah, I feel like, it should be, actually. I feel like you should support each other. That's why they say better half, although I don't believe in it being better half.
Right.
I mean, no one's better than the other. But that's why they say the other half. I prefer the other half. Because I feel like she should build you as much as you build.
Absolutely, because they say that where you find a good man, there's always a better. Well, sorry, where you find a better woman, there must be a better man behind that.
Like for every powerful man, there's a
good absolutely, yeah. So yeah. So girls these days, they want this fancy thing. They don't want to support niggas.
They're very superficial, man.
Yeah. So you date a girl, she started asking you stuff. I remember you're still in a hustler life, you know what I'm saying? Maybe in your early 30s, you're in your late 20s, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So do you think, like, because remember back days our parents, you know, that time love was it used to make sense than today.
Yeah.
Do you think that marriage is gonna work like for us in this generation because of the you know what's going on, the social media influence thing that has influenced girls? Everyone doesn't want to work on, you know. Everyone wants to join social media, and the girls, you see the relationship that we are going through. You get a girl today, tomorrow it's another chapter. You know what I'm saying? Every resource that you have saved, girls want to do everything. Do you think that our marriages are going to work for real?
I think that it's going to be harder and harder. I don't know if I'm quoting him right, but there's a song actually where Drake says she's happy online, but soon as she puts down the phone.
I know a girl happily married till she puts down the phone. I know.
Like her life changes, you know, like people could be in a relationship, they fight all the time,
right?
But she finds time to like, oh baby, let's take a selfie, you know, like, so you check her Instagram, they're in a happy relationship,
right?
You know, they are taking selfies, they're happy together, but offline, these guys are fighting all the time,
all the time, absolutely.
So I feel like social media actually plays a negative role in that, in a way that people have all this thing of like competition. I need to show them I'm happy in my relationship. Like, you don't have to prove shit to anyone.
Absolutely.
But people have this thing like, I have to prove I'm in a happy relationship. What?
That's why you know, I usually look at things. If you take a story on the date, she takes picture, but you don't appear in the picture.
Man,
I don't think do you think that's a relationship, to be honest?
I feel like it's a competition, man, because those so-called influencers are the ones that do that the most. So I feel like the word influencer, they influence a lot of other girls. So now these other girls see, this shorty is taking trips to Dubai, she's being sponsored by all these brands, so now they want that life also. That's why they're always like, they're looking for, like, they have like 5 different guys at the same time. This guy is giving her money for her hair, this guy is giving her money for her nails, so she can maintain that lifestyle. So it's very superficial, man. It's very hard for them to be in a real relationship where they're like, you know what, I'm committing to this. I don't care what other women think about my life. I think they have this fear of like, I need to prove to them that I'm also on that level.
Right,
so it's more like a competition out there.
It's just a peer influence of groups, you know.
Yeah, it's like, a competition.
Yeah, I find you're putting a nice Jordan and say, let me also go get that. Do you know what I'm saying? Wow. So, you know, most girls lie niggas too, you know. There's a saying, someone told me that lying is the greatest sin is the #1 greatest sin on planet Earth. Do you believe that?
Of course, but nowadays, like, I feel like they've normalized lying.
Because if someone wants to steal you, they'll first lie you. If someone wants to kidnap a kid, they'll first lie that kid.
That's what I'm saying. They've normalized it now. Like, it's very easy for people to lie nowadays. Like, most people live a lie actually nowadays. That's why for me, like, even when I see like people on YouTube, these people with big followings, I don't always believe them. You know, like, people can fake a whole lifestyle and sell it, you know, and make people think it's for real. For real. You see, this person is living in a mansion, is living in what? But in actual sense, like, this guy could be in debt, you guy.
No, but can't you see even big companies, cuz? Even big companies, I think most people that lie are politicians. You know what I'm saying? Someone promises you heaven and earth until you put that vote there. Then after the next day you hear the nigga is into corrupt, is embezzling millions and millions of money. Man, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like people have normalized lying.
And when it comes to that shit of lying, girls are crazy. You know what I'm saying? You imagine you into a relationship with someone for 3 to 4 years, but the relationship is based on lies. You know what I'm saying? Now imagine, like, you have a girlfriend. For example, you got a girl.
Yeah.
And she's lying you every single day. You ask, baby, where have you been? Lies. She tells you another story that, yeah, with my friend, but
Yeah.
it's somewhere being fucked, bro.
Yeah.
Me, that's why you find that even check when you tell a girl that, hey, can we meet?
Yeah.
She start creating stories.
Yeah.
Me, sometimes even I don't get it. Why does it take for someone to tell you that, you know what, this is it? Why do even people have to lie?
Yeah, I feel like it has become so normal now that people don't know like a legit way to live now.
Exactly.
It's like if you tell the truth nowadays, you're gonna be the last, like on the line.
But what's the problem of telling the truth? That's the only thing I was, it always confuses me.
Yeah, that's why the real ones, their circles are very small. The real people, like, they have very few friends. Their circles are very small. Like, but the fake people have like hundreds of friends.
If you lie, they'll love you.
Yeah.
But if you tell the truth, they'll hate you. That thing really confuses me a lot, bro. To be honest, like,
Unfortunately, that's the world we live in now, man.
go, for example, you want to see these fake niggas, like, he wants to show a bitch that, you know what I'm saying, that me, I'm capable, I got everything. A guy goes, buys a car, buys a crib, maybe he got some little money. He takes this show in a fancy place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he picks all these things, then he takes the shorty out that I got a car, I got everything, you know what I'm saying? I got a nice mansion, nice, even if it's not a mansion, a nice house. But eventually when the bitch finds out, nigga even stays in some suburb, you know what I'm saying? And you find out the bitch goes on the internet, they broke my heart that men are trash. Bitch, why don't you even fucking take time to, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
The problem with stories, the way I see with stories, them is, I think, I can say maybe they're short-sighted, or they don't think, because whenever you get a show, they will never take time to think about, is this guy real? You know what I'm saying?
But I think it also depends on how like exposed she is. Now, like, it's very hard to find, for example, like white women with that mentality.
Right.
It's mostly us, like our women, our African women that have that mentality.
Is it because they're so materialistic? What?
I think also because they're not that well traveled. Like, I feel like when you travel more, you see the world more, you get to learn all these things.
Right.
But I feel like since they grew up in one country, they have this mentality. They grew up online, actually. There are other countries like online, Instagram, what. So now they want that life.
Right.
But to get that life in an honest way is very hard. So now they have to find these other channels on the side. They have to, lie, create lies, and, find a way to get to that life.
So anyway, do you think about having a family one day?
Yeah, of course.
Like how many kids?
Actually, for me personally, I would love to have at least 5 kids.
5 kids.
Yeah.
Do you believe in marriage?
I feel like if you find the right person, yeah, it can work.
So how do you want to raise? There's a saying in this in Africa that a child belongs to a man. Do you believe that shit?
Nah, we come from a world of it takes a village to raise you. You know, so for us, like, we were raised by our neighbors. Like your mother's friend. As you play messing around, she would slap you.
Yeah.
And there's no way like you're gonna complain to your mom because you were in the wrong.
Right.
But the world is also changing, and we're growing up in a world of like technology. So I feel like, for me, actually, personally, like I was telling you, I don't want to expose my kids to screens until they're at least 3 years old. You can't, because that's like when a baby's brain is developing.
Right.
So if you're exposing them to screens before they're 3 years old, like it affects their cognitive, like their interaction. I want them to be like more interactive with like on a human level, as compared to like, you can't have a 2-year-old on TikTok.
On TikTok, right.
You can't have a 2-year-old like watching cartoons on a tablet.
On the tab.
So for me, like, personally, I'll try my best actually to make sure until they're 3 years old, they don't have screen time. I hope that works because it depends on the woman.
Bro, but even it depends on the person you're staying with, your wife.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on the woman I'll end up with. But for me, I'll let her know what, like when you get into a relationship, before you have kids, you discuss all these things. So of course I'll tell her these are the things I believe in and all that. Because now you find like an 8-year-old putting on makeup, man. Like she should be studying the alphabet. She's putting on makeup on TikTok.
But
8 years,
bro, let me tell you something. Kids, God sometimes, God brings talent in, develop talent. Like your talent becomes like you
Yeah.
develop your talent, and it doesn't matter the age.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
you
what I'm
find
saying.
that
We have
a little
different-
1 year or 2 year old kid,
Yeah.
the kid is very much like very smart
Yeah.
to the point that now he can, bro,
Yeah.
to start his career, his talent as young
Yeah, for
as
me
possible,
actually, I
you
want
know
to
what I'm
support
saying?
my kids like the best way I can, but I also want them to have manners, man. I don't want my kid putting on makeup at 8 years old. You know,
But
unless maybe like when she becomes a teenager, 13. You know, but 8, you guy, like
So do you believe, do you like, could you, for example, for us, like where we were raised up by the old school parents,
yeah,
if your kid comes and tells your bro, your pops,
yeah,
this is me, this is what I want to do in life,
yeah.
do you think you can support your kid for that, no matter how bad the thing, no matter how you hate that thing for?
Well, for me, if I don't support it, then I'll let them know. No.
But what if the kid wants it? For example, maybe you don't support soccer.
No, as long as I see like, okay, no, for me, what I don't support is like, say like maybe if I have a 8-year-old and they're like maybe a girl, they're like, Dad, I think I was born in the wrong body. I want to be a man.
Yeah.
I don't support that shit. These other things I'll support. You know, I'll support her goals. If she wants to maybe become an actress at 8 years old, I'll support as much as I can. But as far as like transgender shit, I think that shit is wrong, man. For me personally, like you can't be telling me you were born a man,
Then you want
to become a woman. Like, I mean, we'll probably get flagged for saying this, but for me, I don't care, man. That shit is wrong. Like once God put you in a body, there's no way you can be like, God created me in the wrong body. I want to become the opposite sex.
Right.
I don't support that shit. Like for me personally, that's the shit I'm talking about. Like I don't support. But as far as like if they have goals, like they want to maybe become like a singer when they are young,
an actor,
I'll support them. You know, because I feel
yeah.
like it's those young ages when they are figuring themselves out. Like for example, for me when I was a kid, I wanted to be a pilot.
Right.
When I got older, I had other dreams.
Other dreams, the things just change instantly.
Yeah, so for kids, you know, kids will always change their mind. You know, like at 8 years old, she'll have one dream. At 13, it will have changed to something else. So for me, when I see like, I'll see like if they're passionate about it, they really want to pursue this, and I'll do my best to support them. Not just this, I want to do it because my friend is also doing it.
Yeah, he's doing it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So for me, that's the kind of support that I will give them. I feel like
But
they're
again,
dedicated to
you know,
this.
even it depends on your wife, because
Yeah.
you know, if you're not on the same page,
Yeah,
it's gonna be hard. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's gonna be fucking hard, because if you have your wife,
yeah,
she supports what you think your kids should be raised, you know, in a certain way,
yeah,
then I think everything can be possible.
yeah, for
But
sure.
once you find a wife, your wife is totally different from what you think,
Yeah,
or what you want your kids to be raised to,
yeah,
you find it becomes also tough.
Yeah.
Because at a certain moment, you're going to find that there are some kids
Yeah.
who take their mom's side,
yeah,
and
for sure.
others take their pop's side.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it becomes so hard for you to control your family. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
yeah,
I think that's why most kids, you find that they hate their pops, others
yeah,
hate their mom, because once you and your wife have a different ways of raising kids,
yeah,
I think that's where a problem comes in.
yeah,
But once you guys come on the same page,
yeah,
I think it becomes much easier to raise your kids the way you want.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying?
yeah,
So I think it depends on the kind of wife you have married. You know,
Yeah.
you know,
yeah,
it's the same thing that you marry a lady, the next day she's asking you divorce.
yeah,
Stupidity stuff, you know, bringing this lady, she never listened to you. Whatever, every advice you give her, she's like, nah, get the fuck out of my face.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So that also will affect the kids.
yeah, for sure.
But once you guys are on the same page,
Mm.
then I don't know how your kids can't be raised up in a good way.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know what I'm saying? Because like as your dad, you say, hey, I don't want my kids to be exposed with the makeups at a young age.
Mm.
You say, oh, that's good. She'll know, okay, makeups I'll be doing in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, I don't want my kids to be introduced to screen as early age.
Yeah.
To understand, okay, we're gonna get our kids when they grow up, maybe tablets and all those things.
Yeah.
You know. So, as we've been talking about like
social media
stuffs.
Yeah.
How has it affected what's your view on the effects of social media on the community? I think both positive and negative way.
Yeah, I think that the negative way is just made more people depressed, man.
Yo, bro, that's a good point.
People can spend like hours on TikTok, man, just scrolling. Imagine you spend 6 hours scrolling, man, on TikTok instead of being more productive, man.
Right.
You find like people now want the life that they're seeing online. They see, this guy is driving a Bentley.
The Bentley.
Now I want that for myself.
Yeah.
But now I'm in this world. How am I gonna get that?
The life I'm living in.
Yeah. So people get depressed off of that shit, man. They get depressed. Some people even end up, like committing suicide because of social media, man. Because they feel they're not. I saw some video where they were saying, like young girls, for example, that have like eating problems. Like they don't want to eat, so they be on TikTok, and then TikTok just keeps recommending these videos of like other girls that are also in that mind state. So now it makes their mind state even worse. They end up committing suicide, or now like for most people, they end up, they're jobless first of all. Instead of using that, they have a lot of time on their hands. Instead of using that time to do something productive,
right?
They're gonna be scrolling on social media,
and whenever they watch
other people's lives.
Exactly. Now, for example, maybe you're doing music, you go, then I go, and then I see on your platform you're there.
Yeah.
I start getting impressed. This nigga has passed me, or what, or that bullshit. You know.
So now they're angry. They're like, why don't I have what that person has?
Exactly.
They end up being depressed. So I feel like that's one of the negative things social media brings, actually, because now we have all this information, but also there's a positive side, since there's a lot of information on social media now.
Right.
It has made the world very small. Now you can see people in the US, people in parts of the world that you probably never been to. Now you know how they conduct themselves in those parts of the world.
Right.
So I feel like the positives, it teaches us a lot also, like about the world. So now you can make friends in like Australia, friends in like Asia, America.
Yeah.
And you can tell them about like how we live this side. Now, like for example, YouTubers, like that guy I was telling you about, he's called Marwa. Like he shows like life in his village, man, in Kenya. Village life, like how kids are like carrying water on their heads, like 4-year-old, 5-year-old kids carrying firewood. And then most of the people that watch this video are like in America. So they see like how these kids are living, and they're like, you know what, let me sponsor that kid. I'll send him a $50.
Wow.
A $50 for them is like pocket change.
Yeah,
but for this kid, a $50 could pay his school fees for the whole year.
Yeah, exactly.
So I feel like that's the way like it can connect the world and, like help people out, like, because there's people that now watch these videos and they're like, I can do something about this. This guy has a PayPal, I can send him money, or even Western Union, we can educate this kid.
Right.
Like there's a video I saw, this guy built a house in 10 days, man.
Wow.
10 days for a homeless family. These guys were living in a grass thatch house. And then in 10 days, these guys had a modern toilet, a sink, water, electricity.
That's beautiful, man.
Just because of like, social media.
Someone who who used the social media in a positive way to influence others.
Yeah, so there's people that are actually using it to like help others develop the village. Now, like if you see his village, like I think like 50% of the people there are on social media. You can see even like his cook, his security guard has a YouTube. It's like, go to my YouTube and subscribe.
Wow.
Because now they see there's an opportunity.
But there are some people, there are some people who are real, like, people want to develop with others. You know what I'm saying? There are some people who are just so, I don't know which word they can use.
That guy actually, he says it in his videos. It's like, once you help others, you make the load easier for yourself.
Exactly.
Like if you uplift others. Now, for example, I've seen like he has helped other people to start making money off of YouTube. And these people now, they come to his home and they bring jerrycans of cooking oil.
For free, man.
Yeah, because he helps them. So now like it makes the work easier for you. He has the money, he can buy these things himself. But since he helps them out, they bring the stuff to him.
Yeah, man.
So when you help others, they also help you out.
Exactly.
Now, for example, like the way you help me out now with my music. now, like for me, I've always been selfish with my music. Like I always want like to own 100% of that shit. But the way you've helped me, bro, like I'm willing to go 50-50 with this shit.
Absolutely, man.
Like, it makes it even easier for you now, because it's like you're investing in something.
Exactly.
It's gonna come back to you. So.
Yeah, once God helps us and it works out, I think for us, all of us, we're gonna eat from it, and it's gonna even not help us only, even the community.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
your music, if your music has good vibe, like good message you're giving out, because there's some kids who are still like, for me, like let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I'm an old school person. I listen to old school music.
Yeah.
But it's not all about old school. Even new school music.
Yeah.
But me mostly, once the song has the message,
you
know what I'm saying? Because there's some things that when I listen, they give me that positive vibe to keep going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, once this song of yours that you have so far released, not yet released, but you made, when I listened to it, I was like, man, that thing, it's hard, you know what I'm saying? Because of the message.
Yeah, and that's always the end goal for me.
Yeah,
like, I wanted to reach, to connect with people.
Absolutely. So
I'm sure, like, if I've been through this stuff, then there's definitely others that
there are others that are going through that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know why? That's why I say that social media is affecting people with depression and all that.
Yeah.
It's giving information, fake info. Some much of the social media information is fake. Yeah. People are showing off the life they're not living in, not actual.
Yeah, because people want views. Yeah.
Exactly. You know, you can never. Most I see people taking videos in bars, in clubs, in restaurants, in planes when they're flying. Yeah. But actually, she lives in some suburbs, bro. Right. Or she even broke as fuck. Man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Look at even our artists. No, let's not even go to these normal people. Yeah. Celebrities. Yeah. You find a celebrity has got some fake disease even here. You ask you, what the fuck? Man. It's just the life they fake. Mm-hmm. That's why I was like, why do people have to fake their life? You know? Yeah. If you're living this life, accept it. Just work hard to get to another stage.
Actually, a funny example. There's that same guy I was telling you about, Marlon. This guy is like, he's one of the real ones, you know, like you can see this guy is not faking his stuff. Right. I remember one time they were asking him about like, but you're a rich guy, why do you wear the same clothes every day? What is like? And I remember I told them, you know those people that on YouTube sometimes they'd be like, I'm gonna gift a subscriber iPhone X. iPhone. Yeah. They do it for the video. So now once the video is done, they're like,
they say, nigga, bring back my shit. What the fuck?
Bruh, like, so I'm wearing Gucci every day.
But bro, given I saw that shit on TikTok, nigga. When someone just gives someone an iPhone, but I was like, this shit is real, like, you know what I'm saying?
Why do you have to wear Gucci every day? Designer every day? That shit is like burning your bank account, man.
Exactly.
You could have like normal clothes, like you don't have to impress anyone.
Dog.
As long as you like put your money somewhere, man, you make sure it works for you.
There's this let me remember who they asked Kevin Hart, how do you it was all about some financial stuffs, and how could you advise people on about the financial status, like someone, the life of, how can someone really maintain his financial status, you know what I'm saying? So the guy was all about like, I can't advise people how to use their finances. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I can think about is just acquire assets instead of acquire these liability things. You know what I'm saying? So once I had that, I was like, wow. Yeah. Because to be honest, I'm a personal business. I love business. Like that's my end goal, bro. That's my shit. Yeah. But no matter how much money you got, but once you don't invest into assets, because for example, if you got your money and you buy land, or you buy a house, or you buy something that tomorrow when you run broke, you go back you know what I'm saying? Because the land doesn't depreciate.
Yeah, you don't need that latest Lamborghini.
Exactly.
Which is gonna depreciate over time, because next year they're gonna make even a newer one.
Exactly.
So just get a car that will do the job.
No, for you. Imagine people buy iPhones every year, bro. Samsung, you know.
Just get a car, a phone that will do the job for you. You know, it has Instagram. You're gonna use Instagram. It has a good camera.
Exactly.
You don't have to go for the latest one.
Every time bitches are buying new phones,
You could use that money you could buy an apartment, man. You put it up for rent.
No, bro. So anyway, on that, man, the last when we are concluding, I think this, like, you know, this generation over us is getting crazy. Every day crazy and crazy and crazy.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to girls, man.
Yeah.
And you know, now these things is now tit for tat.
Yeah.
Now young girls are being dated by sugar daddies. And young men are being taken by sugar mummies. You know what I'm saying?
Remember that
Bro.
guy, that guy you showed me.
So shit is getting crazy.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kids, they are being affected by, and not even sugar daddies are using them. You know, like, you know, you find a young kid is being dated by the grandpa.
Man.
So do you think this will change eventually and kids will come back to normal, or it will even get much worse and worse?
No, I feel like, you know, it's a big world, man.
Mm.
So I feel like there's always gonna be those people. Then there's always also gonna be like people, the old school ones as well, you know, that believe in the traditional way, you know,
Right.
date within like a certain range of years.
Mm.
But of course, those people are always gonna be there, the hustlers, you know. People are doing it for money.
Right.
People have ulterior motives. So for me, I don't have much to say about it, because I feel like the world we live in today, man, you'll always find like all types of people. It's not like these people are gonna take over, or because I feel like even the way now, like the way we think, the mentality that we have, there's also other people that have this same mentality.
Right.
Then there's also other people that they're exposed to a different world. They grew up in a different world. They believe, you have to date an older man. You want, like, some shorty I was talking to recently, she was telling me, for me, if I find a guy can take care of me and everything,
Right.
I'll even give him 6, 7 kids. I'll do all the housework. I don't mind. So now I'm looking at shorty like, but don't you have like personal goals? Like,
Right. Yeah, you know.
don't you want to do shit for yourself? You just want the man to give you everything.
Absolutely.
So there's always people like that. It depends on the world that they grow in.
But do you think like it's red dope or something fucked up thing?
Now, for me, I prefer not to judge. Like Park said, only God can judge me.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I don't like to judge others, because I also don't want others to judge me. So I just let them do their thing. I'll also do my own thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel that, you know. So I have some 5 questions for you, but you answer according to your preference.
Yeah.
Something that you prefer much.
Yeah.
So there are only 5 questions.
Yeah.
So, number 1. Well, what kind of girls do you date, brown or chocolate?
But for me, honestly, for me, I prefer dark skin shorties.
Dark skin shorties.
Yeah, but I'm not always like, just because she's light skin, I'm not gonna fuck with her. It depends on, it's just a preference that I have, like,
bro, me, I do fuck with brown shorties, dog. Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spit or beers?
Man, that's a tough one for me, because I actually try to stay away from alcohol as much as I can. But actually, I fuck with both. But you know, like, of course, I think I'll do beer.
Beers.
Spirits, yeah.
Favorite shoe?
Well, I won't lie, I don't really have, like,
You know?
as long as it fits me
No,
very well.
come on, come. I see guys here put Jordan, like every rapper's Jordan.
But
You
for
know what I'm
me,
saying?
me personally, I've never.
Like, to me, my favorite
Yeah.
sneaker, like the All Stars, you know.
For me personally, I've never been like, I need this Jordan.
No,
If I were
like,
to choose a Jordan, it's either the ones or the 4s.
oh.
No, is it the 9s? The Jordan 1s and the 9s.
I don't know that shit, dog, because that's not my shit, Jordan thing.
Yeah, but I love the Jordan 1s actually. If I had to choose. But me personally, like, I'm not like, I need this shoe. Like,
Yeah.
like, once I get a shoe and it's comfortable, I'm good.
Big Nyash, small Nyash.
Big nyash. You need some, you know.
Yo, come on. No, don't tell me. So you need that, you know?
But I can't be hugging skeletons. Need to grab that shit, man.
Yo, no way. I know me, I prefer medium and all small, you know.
You need to
No, like,
suffocate.
I know, nigga, like, I'm small, I can't, you know, like, I'm small, I don't fuck with that shit, you
You
know.
need to suffocate in
No,
that shit.
dog, I can't suffocate. No way, bro. No way. Your favorite type of phones? iPhone, Samsung?
I'm actually a Samsung guy.
Yeah, Samsung
already know,
dude.
yeah.
Okay. Which album could you listen? Could you listen for the rest of your life? Dead or alive?
That's a tough one, you guy. But if I had to choose just one, it would be 444 by Jay-Z, man.
Jay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I've only grown to love that album recently, man. Because it came, I think, in 2017. But it's only like last year when I started playing it more and more. And like, I started learning all these things, man. Just by listening to the way he's rapping and the game he's putting people on. Like, so 444 for sure. Because it shows like a fully grown man, like a man that is aware of his mistakes.
Right.
A man that's ready, not afraid to like talk about his flaws, and you know, a man that's like sure of himself. A man that I aspire to be. So 444.
Oh.
Yeah.
Big on Jay.
Hey, that's a tough one, you guys. Because I actually love both, but Jay-Z.
Jay.
Yeah.
Chameleon, Bebe Cool.
Camille.
Okay, as we conclude, who's your favorite artist in Rwanda so far now? Since you're in Rwanda.
So far. Man.
Dog, don't tell me you're gonna think about that shit. So you ain't got any artist here that use.
You know, the problem is I like Fox Makari, but he doesn't have like
music.
singles.
Yeah.
He's only featured on other people's songs. So now for me so far, I would say, who have I been listening to actually? Man, that's also a tough one actually. Because I'm yet to really tap in, but I can mention a few, like the other time when we were at the salon, they were playing some Rwandan music.
Right.
There's this guy called Kivombi King. He also, like, he's working, I noticed he's working with Ugandans and Kenyans also. And he has like this, like he's sure of himself when you listen to his music, like he's comfortable with his sound. So there's Kivombi King, there's Bruce Melody, Element also, because now you hear Element on like
but who's who's your favorite?
I don't have a favorite yet.
You don't have a favorite?
Yeah, I'm still tapping into. But so far, like, I like the sound Element is putting out, man. Yeah.
Okay, man. Thanks. So you have some project that are coming soon? You're dropping soon?
Yeah, for sure, man. You know, Hard To.
Oh.
You just finished Hard To. So.
Oh, man. You got, when you drop that shit, man.
Hard To is coming to you soon.
Bro, that thing is crazy, man. So, man, thanks for watching. You know, I appreciate MC Podcast. You know, thanks for watching. And we got MC Real Estate. You can check out on that. On Facebook. So, yeah, on Facebook, on IG, on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? We also have Moses the 90s. So, this is my dog, the second. Check him on Spotify, on YouTube, on every platform. You know, I think you can take a real minute for taking a shout out to all your.
Yeah, so on YouTube, the second 256, and social media also is the second 256, Twitter, X now, Instagram and Facebook and all those. But streaming platforms, it's the second. The second is one word. I always have to point that out. And it's a small s, because when you tell people it's one word, they think it's capital S. But it's the second one word.
Right.
Yeah.
So, man, you can check out it dropping. It got some new project so it's working on. You can, once it drops, I'll let you know, of course. Yeah, once that shit drops out, we're gonna let you know. But man, we appreciate for watching. God bless you. Always MC Pod, man. Go subscribe on the channel. Subscribe on his channel.
Yeah, we'll drop all the links in the description.
Absolutely. So we'll catch you later, man. God bless you always.
Cheers.
Peace.
Yeah. Shout out to MC for believing in the vision. That's my homie. He took me in and joined me on this crazy mission. So now it's up to me to make the execution. You can never box me in, I'm more than Afrofusion. I can switch it up and bring it back, all without confusion. Don't get too comfortable, you're gonna need a cushion.